What's up, guys? I never got around to making a video of the Jeep and the new air suspension, so I figured I'd throw one together right fast since that was the last video that I had made. But basically, this isn't going to be a long video. It's going to be a pretty short one, just to kind of show you guys. But basically, as you guys can see, here is the Airlift controller. Got the wire hidden, obviously, under the carpet. This controls the air suspension now. So previously it was this button here and that button there, up and down. We no longer use the factory stuff anymore. So you got your main button there. Got your up, down, down. Obviously these are for your fronts, these are for your rears. I can ride down the road and adjust, go down if I want. Right now I have it set to raise on start, so when I start it up, if I'm aired out, it automatically raises it up to the minimum height that I have it set at right now. And it does pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It still rides the same, obviously, because it's air. The Jeep's heavy, so it still rides the same. It does ride a little bit more bouncy. I'm not going to say bouncy. It rides a little bit more looser when the bags aren't obviously aired all the way up. So other than that, everything else is pretty good. And now I'm going to take you guys to the trunk and show you the setup. Don't mind the junk. Had some stuff I had to move. Obviously, you don't see anything here. Got the seats down. But here is where everything is. So obviously you have your tank. This is I think it was a 200 PSI tank, if I'm not mistaken. Sanders Installs did the install on getting everything hooked up. Obviously you have your brain for the Airlift. 2 compressors. They are I believe they're the 444Cs, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason I went with 2 is because if one goes out, I still have a backup. And I learned my lesson with the factory air ride. When the compressor went out, I was just out of luck. So I went with the option for 2. It wasn't that big of a price difference going from one to the other. So went with 2. I have this right here is your, I guess you could call it like a purge valve for the tank itself, to get the moisture out of the tank. You just pull on this and moisture comes out, keep the moisture in the tank clean. This here is what I like to call plan B. And basically, if for whatever reason both compressors go out, for hypothetical reasons, if both compressors go out, this right here, I can go up to any air pump and take the cap off and fill the tank, still be able to fill the tank up with air if those 2 were to give out. Moving along, we got the water trap. Obviously this keeps the air out of the line, or keeps the moisture out of the lines, also out of the computer itself. So you just reach on the bottom, and looks like to be a little bit in there. You don't have to hold it, you don't have to air it all the way out, just enough to get the moisture out, as you just saw. And that's pretty much it. So as far as the struts and bags go, obviously you can see I went with the Airteak struts, adjustable, fully adjustable, 33-way adjustable. They do have dampening. You can't really see the bags that well, but there's one right there. The bags are 3-ply versus the factory 1, and I was told by Airteak that they are rated for 700-800 PSI. So as I'm riding down the road, typically I normally have the bags at well, it depends. It depends. I normally ride with like the rear at 128, 130, and I normally have the front at like 160, 170, somewhere around there. It's above the tire. It's not tucking the tire. It like sits perfect at those numbers. Now when I connect my car trailer and the race car, obviously those numbers change. I have a preset for those already, and usually it's like 180, 185 in the rear and about 130 in the front. And having it like that, it still rides level. It still rides the same as if it was at my normal ride height. So it doesn't really change like the drivability or anything like that. I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see it. Like right now, it's obviously aired all the way out. It's tucking like crazy in the front. I need to wash this thing. It sits pretty low, and it gets a lot of compliments when it's aired out. When it's aired up, it doesn't really matter. But one thing I will say, make sure you get an alignment immediately after you get it done. Obviously it's cambered in because it's aired out, but make sure you get an alignment when you get it done. And the reason I say that is because obviously any vehicle, doesn't matter what it is, when you lower something, it's going to camber, and camber doesn't really kill the tires. It's the toe that kills the tires. So even if your wheels are like this, as long as your toe is straight, as long as the wheel is straight, you'll be fine. I've driven many stance cars, static cars, for years, and I never ate through tires even being cambered out like that. So I still need to get this thing aligned, but there's a couple of B Woody stuff that I need to grab regarding the suspension to make sure that the wheels will be straight, and then we'll be good to go. But it's been a few months since I got it done. Actually, it's been about half a year, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look at the video that I posted up when I went to get everything or show you guys the new Airlift stuff to be 100% certain. But it's definitely been a minute since the Jeep has been on Airlift, and I haven't had any issues with it. So normally I drain the tank and the water trap out usually once every 2 weeks. Some say you do it once a month or something like that. I open my trunk a lot, so I typically just normally do it twice every 2 weeks or once every 2 weeks or something like that. So as long as you keep the moisture out, you'll be straight, you'll be fine. But that is it. I wanted to show you guys that it does work. You guys stay safe. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next one. And the next video will probably be working on the race car, putting the transmission back together. We had a little mishap with that on the last race of the 2023 season. The car went PB, and it also broke the input shaft bearing. So not 100% sure how long it's been broke, but I definitely noticed that the car started locking me out of gear. It also started like just vibrating through the gears. So I knew something was going on with the trans, but we tore it all down. I ended up changing second gears, so it's still a factory trans, but it has a newer, fresher second gear. It also has a new slider, new synchro, and I think they call it the I'm 100% sure what it's called, It's on the tip of my tongue though. Oh, the blocker ring. Also has a new blocker ring too. So we'll get those taken care of, and that will be the next video. But you guys, thanks for watching and stay safe. Peace.